What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, October 20th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The full trailer to one of the most anticipated movies of the year was released last night. The full theatrical trailer for Star Wars The Force Awakens, which premiered during the halftime show of ESPN's Monday Night Football, featured familiar faces, compelling new characters, and the inevitable conflict with the dark side. The teaser lured fans of George Lucas's iconic franchise to the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles game on the Sports Network, which, like Lucas's films, is owned by Disney. The thrilling trailer featured Poe, played by Oscar Isaac, Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, and Finn, played by John Boyega, along with sweeping images of dramatic battle scenes and lightsaber actions. In one snippet, Harrison Ford's Han Solo and Chewbacca are seen with their hands over their heads, and viewers also got a fleeting glimpse at Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia with her famous braids. While his face wasn't revealed, a hooded figure with a robotic hand reached out to R2-D2 is thought to be Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill. Meanwhile, new villain Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver, makes a chilling appearance as he promises Darth Vader's crushed mask, "I will finish what you started." Other scenes showed hundreds of stormtroopers lined up in formation and the TIE fighters taking to the skies. Rey says to Solo, who replies, "There are stories about what happened. It's all true, all of it. The dark side, the Jedi, they're all real." Monday evening also marked the launch of advanced ticket sales for J.J. Abrams' Star Wars Vision online at FandangoMovieTickets.com. Tickets were not supposed to go on sale until after the new Force Awakens trailer aired. However, they went live around 2 hours before the teaser hit small screens, with many fans suffering slow response times or flat-out crashes as the platforms were flooded. Star Wars The Force Awakens will have its world premiere in Los Angeles on December 14th, 38 years after George Lucas's original Star Wars debuted at the Hollywood Chinese Theater in May 1977. To commence the countdown for the trailer's launch, Disney released the sequel's official theatrical poster on Sunday, and the new artwork immediately became a trending topic on Twitter. The 7th episode in the beloved science fiction franchise will hit theaters around the world on December 18th. Fandango and MovieTickets.com are expected record-breaking sales, given the immense anticipation from fans. Some industry observers believe that The Force Awakens could gross $1 billion at the domestic box office alone. Avatar holds the domestic record with $760 million. Tickets for Star Wars The Force Awakens became available Monday via online retailers such as Fandango and MovieTickets.com, many of which were crashing late Monday, giving the crush of fans attempting to complete purchases. Tickets were not supposed to go on sale until after the new Force Awakens trailer aired during the halftime of the Monday Night Football game between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles on ESPN. However, this reporters successfully purchased 4 tickets to an early bird screening at 7 p.m. on AMC's Universal City Walk in IMAX 3D with the confirmation code and everything. The Disney-owned El Capitan Theater in Hollywood had also begun selling tickets, with several fans taking to Twitter to boast of their completed purchases. But by Monday night, many sites were experiencing serious technical challenges to keep up with the demand. MovieTickets.com seemed to be down altogether, while Fandango delivered error messages when users attempted to access information about Star Wars screenings or complete purchases. Fandango and MovieTickets.com are expected record-breaking sales for Star Wars, given the immense anticipation from fans. The anticipation of the new movie has led to some controversy. Hashtag boycott Star Wars 7 became a trending Twitter topic Monday, but not because there's any legitimate reason to protest Star Wars The Force Awakens. Instead, fans are unifying against the notion that actor John Boyega was cast solely for the sake of racial diversity. While hashtag boycott Star Wars 7 hardly qualifies as an organized movement, it certainly generated a ton of talk. The hashtag appears to have been launched by Twitter users commonly referred to as trolls, who are simply trying to get a rise rise out of people they perceive as social justice warriors, or SJWs. And their mission was accomplished because the hashtag is the #2 trend worldwide at the moment, since people start arguing against such a boycott without really caring where or how it started. While the trolls are counting this as a successful Fox outrage campaign, society scored big here too. The vast majority of people using the hashtag have good intentions, kicking racism to the curb, and it's not so far-fetched that a group, as some media outlets have labeled the trolls, would stoop to this level. After all, Boyega has responded not just once, but twice to outrage from a minority of fans after the first teaser for the upcoming J.J. Abrams blockbuster revealed he played a black stormtrooper, which some believe was out of step with the Star Wars universe, and cited the prequels as proof that the Imperial Army consists of white clones. If the trolls launch hashtag boycott Star Wars 7 in hopes of exposing how quick social justice warriors are to sticking up for equality, then they've no doubt succeeded. While the trolls can take pride in knowing they stirred the pot, the rest of us should take pride in how quickly Star Wars fans were to place any concerns over the movie's alleged anti-white agenda in the stupid category. David Lynch will release the book Life and Work in 2017. The 69-year-old director teamed with journalist Christine McKenna on the project, which will be part memoir, part biography. McKenna started writing about Lynch following his first feature-length film, Eraserhead, in 1977. The director said in a statement, "There's a lot of shit out there about me in books and all over the internet. I want to get all the information in one place, so if someone wants to know something, they can find it here." The memoir selections will see Lynch describe his creative process, struggles, and growth as a director, while McKenna's portion will feature interviews with the filmmaker's friends, family members, former wives, and artistic collaborators. Grand Central Publishing executive editor Ben Greenberg said his approach to this book is as unique as I would have hoped it to be, and I'm fascinated to see where it goes. In addition to Eraserhead, Lynch is known for directing Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, and Mulholland Drive. He also co-created the ABC series Twin Peaks with Mark Frost and is writing and directing a revival for Showtime, due to premiere in 2016 or 2017. Daniel Craig is set to return to the stage in an off-Broadway production of Othello alongside Selma star David Oyelowo. Craig is set to play the devious Iago, while Oyelowo will take on the title role in an adaptation of the Shakespeare classic set to be directed by Tony Award winner Sam Gold, according to Variety. The play will be staged by the New York Theater Workshop that will present the works in a 199-seat theater for a limited run in the fall of 2016. In an interview with the New York Times, Gold mentioned how Craig sought him out for the role and how he decided on directing a Shakespeare play. Gold said, "I've been wanting to do Shakespeare for a long time. It's what started me as a director, and I've almost done Shakespeare a number of times in the past few years, but it hasn't worked out. Finally, the right thing came together." Craig, who mentioned that all he wanted to do was move on from the role of James Bond after the upcoming release of Spectre, was last seen on stage in 2013 for the Broadway revival Betrayal. In 2009, he also starred in a Broadway production of A Steady Rain alongside Hugh Jackman. Craig made headlines earlier this month when he teamed up with the United Nations to help clear mines in Cyprus. Renee Zellweger is excited to be filming Bridget Jones' Baby. The 46-year-old Academy Award-winning actress discussed the movie in an interview with E! News on Saturday. Zellweger will play the title character. Zellweger played the title character in Bridget Jones' Diary in 2001 and Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason in 2004, and will reprise Bridget in the forthcoming sequel. She told the website, "I'm having a great time. It's really a nice reunion with old friends, and it's always wonderful to be back in London, and I love this character, so it's been a real treat to get to revisit again. I'm really glad to be doing it." Colin Firth will return as Mark Dancy, whom Bridget got engaged to in The Edge of Reason. Universal Pictures UK released a first photo of Zellweger in character this month, and newcomer Patrick Dempsey also posted a picture on location. The Bridget Jones movies are based on the Helen Fielding book series and earned a combined $544 million at the box office. Zellweger last appeared in My Own Love Song in 2010 and will next star in The Whole Truth with Keanu Reeves. Eddie Murphy brought back his famous Bill Cosby impersonation for his first stand-up set in 28 years after receiving the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Murphy said of the award while performing at the Kennedy Center on Sunday night, "Bill has one of these. Do you all make Bill give his back? I know there's a big outcry from people that were trying to get Bill to give his trophies back. You know how fucked up you're fucked up when they want you to give trophies back." He continued before going into his popular Cosby impersonation. "He should do one show where he just comes out and talks crazy now. I would like to talk to some of the people who feel that I should give back my motherfucking trophies." That was Murphy's first time telling a joke in front of a live audience in 28 years after becoming one of the most successful stand-up comics of the 1980s. The 54-year-old's Cosby impersonation was made famous during his live 1987 comedy smash Raw. Murphy tried out his new routine in front of fellow comedians Arsenio Hall and Chris Rock, according to the Washington Post. Murphy decided to joke about Cosby comes days after the actor explained why he opted out of playing the troubled 78-year-old comedian for Saturday Night Live's 40th anniversary episode. He says, "If you get up there and you crack jokes about him, you're just hurting people. You're hurting him, you're hurting his accusers." I was like, "Hey, I'm coming back to SNL for the anniversary. I'm not turning my moment on the show into this other thing," he said at the time. Over 40 women have come forward to accuse Cosby of sexual assault. Recently, it was announced that Cosby's deposition in a case filed by Judy Huth will be sealed from the public after a judge denied his attorney's motion to end the case. The award ceremony entitled Eddie Murphy, the Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize will air on PBS November 23rd. Canadian airline WestJet chose Disney's Frozen and its protagonists Anna, Elsa, and Olaf to adorn the exterior of its second custom-painted plane. The airliner unveiled the plane Sunday, saying WestJet employees work alongside Disney artists and employees to tell a story on the plane's exterior. On the tail, Anna and Elsa are superimposed onto one another as they celebrate sisterhood and the magic of snow. Along the middle section of the plane, Olaf relaxes on a hot summer day, echoing the character's dreams of escaping the cold in the film. The inside of the aircraft was decorated to match its paint job with headrest covers featuring Brood decals. The 54 overhead bins aboard each seat have a unique decal inspired by the film. The painting took place in Fort Worth, Texas, after all members of the project watched the movie to get into the spirit. The job took 21 days, with employees working 12-hour shifts and a crew of 6 painters working around the clock. Some 634.5 liters of paint were used to produce 23 colors, in addition to sparkles that will shine when the aircraft moves. The plane, registered as C-GWSV with tail number 810, is equipped with the company's new WestJet Connect system, which will provide passengers with a selection of Disney videos on demand. In December 2013, the company produced a custom-painted Boeing 737 with Sorcerer Mickey on the tail. Actress Olivia Wilde admits that she and her co-stars got drunk on the Drinking Buddies set because the movie used real beer for their scenes. The 31-year-old actress recalled as much in an interview for an upcoming episode of Off Camera with Sam Jones. While Anna Kendrick, Jake Johnson, and Ron Livingston filmed the 2013 movie at an actual Chicago, Illinois brewery in 2012. Wild told Jones, "We were hammered the entire movie because it was real beer, because beer on that set was cheaper than water. Anna is tiny and she sat down to do the first scene and took a huge gulp of beer, not realizing it was real, and was instantly hammered." She also added, she was like, "What's happening? What are you guys doing?" She related. And we were like, "Oh, we forgot to tell you. The beer's real and everyone's drunk. It's 10 a.m. Welcome to Drinking Buddies." Kendrick herself spoke to Vulture about the film in 2013, saying, "I was horrified by the idea that I was going to be the next troublesome star who got drunk and started flipping over tables or whatever. I just tried to sit quietly until I sobered up." Drinking Buddies premiered at South by Southwest in March 2013 is available to stream on Netflix. Wild will star in Martin Scorsese's upcoming HBO music drama Vinyl with Bobby Cannavale, while Kendrick is scheduled for Get a Job with Miles Teller. Exciting news for Jersey Shore's Jenny J. Wow Farley and Roger Matthews. Not only they've officially tied the knot, but they're expecting their second child. The couple, who have been engaged since 2012, finally said "I do" Sunday during a romantic ceremony in New Jersey, surrounded by family, friends, and fellow Jersey Shore castmates, including bridesmaids Nicole Snooki Polizzi, Dina Cortez, and Sammy Sweetheart Giancola. Vinny, DJ Pauly, and Ronnie Ortiz Magro were also in attendance. Farley said in a statement to Us Weekly, "This has been one of the greatest days in my life. I'm so happy to share this with our family and friends." The couple first began dating in 2010 after meeting in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, while Farley was filming the third season of Jersey Shore. Their relationship was further documented on Farley and Polizzi's spin-off reality show Snooki and JWoww in 2012 when Matthews decided to propose. The newlyweds welcomed their first child, daughter Melania Andrea Matthews, in July 2014. During a sit-down chat with BT.com during the promotional trail for his new film, Our Brand is Crisis, Anthony Mackie showed his adoration for the controversial candidate Donald Trump. He said, "I would 100% want to run Trump's campaign, 100%. I mean, first, that'll be the best party ever when he won. And second, Trump's an easy sell. When you look at Trump, he's an easy sell because you can sell him as the guy who worked his way up from nothing. And I think if you're a pull yourself up by your bootstraps candidate, people would identify with that." And other than that, he also added, "It seems so. I'm on the bandwagon," he says. "I'm drinking the Kool-Aid." British actor Tom Hiddleston performed as Hank Williams following the Nashville premiere of I Saw the Light Saturday. The 34-year-old English actor portrayed the late American country star in the forthcoming biopic and played several songs in character at the movie's after party. Hiddleston serenaded director Mark Abrams, co-star Elizabeth Olsen, and other guests with "Hey Good Looking," "Why Don't You Love Me," and other hits. The actor studied singing and guitar for months with Grammy winner Rodney Cromwell for the film. I Saw the Light is titled after Williams' 1948 song of the same name and opens in theaters November 27th. Olsen plays the star's first wife and manager, Audrey Shepard Williams, with Maddie Hanson as his second wife, Billie Jean. Williams was born in September 1923 and came to fame in Montgomery, Alabama. The singer had 11 number-one country hits, including "Hey Good Looking" and "Why Don't You Love Me" on the Billboard country charts before dying of a drug and alcohol-related heart failure at the age of 29 in 1953. Lamar Odom, the NBA star who was hospitalized last week after being found unconscious in a Nevada brothel, has been discharged from Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas and will receive further treatment in Los Angeles, E! Online reported. The former Los Angeles Laker player, while still on a dialysis machine after experiencing kidney failures, is nonetheless improving and passed a swallowing test, a good indication for his neurological functioning, according to E! He also reportedly no longer needs an oxygen mask and is breathing great. Odom was found unconscious at the Love Ranch brothel in Crystal, Nevada on October 13th and was rushed to a hospital in Pamerup, Nevada, before being transferred to Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas. While Odom's condition initially seems dire, he has made fast progress in recovering, and according to E!, he can move his arms and legs but cannot yet stand. Odom is also reportedly speaking in sentences. Odom's estranged wife, keeping up with the Kardashian star Khloe Kardashian, rushed to be at his side in the hospital. According to 911 calls placed by brothel employees after he was found unconscious, Odom had admitted to taking cocaine before arriving there on October 10th and had ingested up to 10 herbal sexual enhancement supplements during his stay. Brothel owner Dennis Huff told media that Odom had paid $75,000 for 5 days of around-the-clock companionship from 2 female brothel employees. Britney Spears danced through a major wardrobe malfunction Friday in Las Vegas. The 33-year-old pop star was singing her song 3 at the Axis at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino when the back of her costume came completely unzipped as seen in a fan video. Spears' backup dancers attempted to re-zip her skin-tight bodysuit as the pop star continued her performance like a pro. She quickly ran off stage after the song to fix the problem. The singer previously had a close call when the back of her costume flew open during a Las Vegas show in December 2013. Luckily for Spears, neither moment was as bad as Lenny Kravitz's split pants or Nicki Minaj's nip slip in August. Justin Timberlake praised wife Jessica Biel in an emotional speech at his Memphis Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The 34-year-old singer teared up as he accepted the honor on stage Saturday, telling fans to bear with him as he rambled on like a drunk uncle at a wedding. Timberlake and Biel have been together since 2007 and married in Fasno, Italy in October 2012. He began by saying, "First, I want to thank my beautiful, loving, and incredibly understanding of her husband's shortcomings wife, Jessica. She is as a rock and she is as tough as nails, so she's basically a Memphian. Baby, I love you more than I can put into words, more than any song I could ever write." Timberlake's tribute just came days before the couple's third wedding anniversary, October 19th. He and Biel welcomed their first son Silas Randall Timberlake, in April, and the singer shared new photos of the infant on The Tonight Show in September. Timberlake was born in Memphis, Tennessee in January 1981 and released part 2 of the 2020 Experience in September 2013. Biel will next appear in Bleeding Heart with Zozia Mamet and is also scheduled for The Devil in the Deep Blue Sea with Jason Sudeikis. Pop mega star Taylor Swift has been named the world's highest-earning musician. According to the Sundays Express, the Shake It Off singer has raked in $317.8 million this year, thanks in part to her best-selling album, 1989 World Tour, and various endorsement deals with brands like Sony and Diet Coke. The huge payday means the 25-year-old banks over $1 million per day. LA-based media analyst Mike Reyes says right now Taylor's untouchable. She is so far ahead of everyone else in the industry that she has become not only a powerhouse entertainer, but also an important mover and shaker on the commercial side of the music business. Back in June, Swift, along with her DJ boyfriend Calvin Harris, were named the world's highest paid celebrity couple of 2015 by Forbes magazine, beating out reigning music power couple Jay-Z and Beyonce. Recently, Swift continued to dominate the music world with an industry-leading 6 American Music Award nominations, including Artist of the Year. The award show will be aired live on ABC on November 22nd. Pop star Adele has seemingly revealed the first snippet of the new material for her long-awaited third studio album, 25. Lyrics and Adele's signature vocals appeared during the short advertisement that played while The X Factor was airing in the UK on Sunday, according to the BBC. The 30-second clip featured lyrics flashing on a black screen. "Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet, to go over everything," the voice sang. "They say that time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much healing." As the sneak peek ended, the screen faded to black, revealing 3 single white dots, possibly signifying that there is more to come. Speculation regarding Adele's new album popped up back in August after Billboard reported that her label, XL Recordings, was planning a November release for the project. Collaborators will reportedly include producers Danger Mouse, Max Martin, and One Republic's Ryan Tedder. One Republic even tweeted Adele on Twitter, Adele with smiles, after the ad aired, adding further speculation that a new album is imminent. Adele's last album, entitled 21, was released in January 2011. A year later, she gave birth to her first son, Angela, with longtime boyfriend Simon Konecki. Angela is now 2 years old. Chris Martin cozied up with English actress Annabelle Wallis over the weekend. The 38-year-old Coldplay singer was spotted with the 31-year-old Peaky Blinders star Saturday in Paris. Martin and Wallis weren't shy with their affections as they kissed, held hands, and danced in the streets of the French capital. Martin and Wallis were first linked in August following the singer's split from American actress Jennifer Lawrence. He and the 25-year-old Hunger Games star had reunited in the spring after breaking up for the first time in fall 2014. A source told People magazine of Martin's romance with Wallis, "He's a nice guy just having fun. What woman wouldn't like that?" The Coldplay frontman shares 11-year-old daughter Apple and 9-year-old son Moses with Gwyneth Paltrow, who filed for divorce in April after a year-long separation. The 43-year-old American actress discussed co-parenting at the #BlogHer15 conference in July. Martin and Coldplay last released Ghost Stories in May 2014 and are expected to debut ahead of Full of Dreams this year. Wallis is known for playing Jane Seymour on The Tudors and Grace Burgess on Peaky Blinders, and has a small cameo in Lawrence's film X-Men First Class. Will Smith will be continuing his return to music by performing at the 16th Annual Latin Grammy Awards, according to the actor. The 47-year-old said in a statement, "Performing at the Latin Grammy Awards is a huge honor for me. I'll be surrounded by so many talented artists whose music has such profound global impact. I can't think of a more perfect place for Bomba Estrello and I to perform Fiesta Remix for the first time on stage." News comes weeks after Smith released his first single in 10 years by teaming up with the Colombian band Bomba Estrello for a remix of their song Fiesta. The popular tune is nominated for Record of the Year at the event that takes place November 19th in Las Vegas. A music video for the single was shared earlier this month on Smith's Facebook page. In a recent interview with Beats One's host Zane Lowe, Smith discussed recording new music and plans for a world tour with longtime creative partner DJ Jazzy Jeff. He revealed, "The most important thing is I'm pretty certain I'm going on tour. Jeff and I actually have never done a full tour because I was always on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or always making a movie." Smith's last album, Lost and Found, was released in 2005. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1977, 3 members of the southern rock band Leonard Skinner died in a Mississippi plane crash. In the summer of 1977, members of the rock band Aerosmith inspected an airplane that they were considering chartering for their upcoming tour. A Convair 240 operated out of Addison, Texas. Concerns over the flight crew led Aerosmith to look elsewhere, a decision that saved one band but doomed another. The aircraft in question was instead chartered by the band Leonard Skinner, who was just setting out that autumn on a national tour that promised to be their biggest to date. On this date in 1977, however, during a flight from Greenville, South Carolina to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Leonard Skinner's tour plane crashed into a heavy wooded area of southeastern Mississippi during a failed emergency landing attempt, killing band members Ronnie Van Zant, Steve Gaines, and Cassie Gaines, as well as the band's assistant road manager and the plane's pilot and co-pilot. 20 others survived the crash. The original core of Leonard Skinner, Ronnie Van Zant, Bob Burns, Gary Rosington, Alan Cummings, and Larry Johnstrom first came together under the name My Backyard back in 1964 as Jacksonville, Florida teenagers. Under that name and several others, the group developed its chops playing local and regional gigs throughout the 60s and early 70s, then finally broke out nationally in 1973 following the adaptation of the name Leonard Skinner in honor of a high school gym teacher nemesis named Leonard Skinner. The newly renamed band scored a major hit with their hard-driven debut album, pronounced Leonard Skinner, in 1973, which featured one of the most familiar and joked-about rock anthems of all time, Freebird. Their follow-up album, Second Helping, in 1974, included the even bigger hit Sweet Home Alabama, and it secured the band's status as giants of the southern rock genre. On October 17, 1977, Leonard Skinner, now in a lineup that included backup singer Cassie Gaines and her guitarist brother Steve, released their 5th studio album, Street Survivors, which would eventually be certified double platinum. 3 days later, however, tragedy struck the group when their chartered Convair 240 began to run out of fuel at 6,000 feet en route to Baton Rouge. The plane's crew, whom the National Transportation Safety Board would hold responsible for the mishap in the accident report issued 8 months later, radioed Houston Air Traffic Control as the plane lost altitude, asking for directions to the nearest airfield. The pilot told Houston Center at approximately 6:42 p.m., "We're low on fuel and we're just about out of it. We want vectors to Macomb, airlift, post haste, please, sir." Approximately 13 minutes later, however, the plane crashed just outside of Galesburg, Mississippi. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, October 20th, 2015, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and I'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.